You are listening to the best of the Classic Metal Show podcast. Catch the Classic Metal Show every Saturday from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern Time over at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. The following podcast is sponsored by the Pennsylvania Coin-Operated Gaming Hall of Fame and Museum, located in Hopewell Township, Pennsylvania. Over 400 video games and pinball machines there for you to play. It's all vintage. It's all good. So come on out and play it over at the Pennsylvania Coin-Operated Gaming Hall of Fame and Museum, located in Pennsylvania. For more information on the Gaming Hall of Fame, go to www.coinophof.com. And now let's get to it on another edition of the best of the Classic Metal Show.
Well, coming up here, we got Jack Blades.
Yes.
And Stephen Piercy.
Stephen Piercy.
But if you are listening to the Classic Metal Show live, we are live in the chat room. We got a good chat room going on in there already.
Started early, and a lot of our fans are out at shows tonight.
Where are they at?
Well, the Yakums are out at the Europe show here in town.
Oh, did you hook them up by any chance?
No.
Oh,
no, I tried to.
Okay.
They're not doing any. They're not doing any press while they're like on tour.
Okay.
You know, they're not doing any day of press. So
right, I gotcha.
That did not happen, but they're out at that show. And then our good buddy Red and our other good buddy Jerry, they're out getting a handful of Tone and Feeling with Michael Schenker.
And where's he playing?
Chicago, maybe?
Oh, I meant to go to that show. Damn it.
You're here.
I know. I'm so dedicated. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, guys. It's Psycho Postman again.
What's
up?
going on, Psycho Postman? It's been a while since you've called. What can we do for you?
Yeah, it has been. I've been kind of missing out on the Van Halen stuff, too. I don't know about Peter Griffin, but it seems like John sounded more like Tim James.
No, he doesn't sound anything like Tim James.
Well, I mean, he's on disability. Tim James could be. You know, he's...
So you're talking about similarity in circumstance.
Similarity in circumstance, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the CMS is just the show for the handicapped.
It sounds like it. I mean, maybe we need to get T.J. James and John Ruffo together. Maybe they can go see a Zach Brown show.
Well, they are both musicians as well.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, the similarities just keep on popping up.
It's amazing. It's amazing how you put that together.
Hey, I'm just listening to the show. I mean, it's just nice to be able to sit and listen to it live.
Oh, and where are you usually?
I'm usually out on the route, you know, messing up parcels and throwing them all over the place.
On a Saturday night?
No, during the week. Oh, on a Saturday night, I'm usually, I'm usually wrecked from the week.
You're usually wrecked?
Yeah, I got to work Saturdays, man, and, you know, sometimes it's a 9, 10, or 11-hour day, and, you know, just checking mail, and so, no, I usually Spreaker throughout the week and just listen that way.
Well, that's the best way, isn't it, though?
No, I mean, it's okay. You know.
Well, what would you prefer if it wasn't the Spreaker?
Just, you know, listening live, really.
Okay. Yeah, Neeley.
I'm sorry.
That's what's recorded.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the Spreaker's great. I mean, I used to, well, the way that I found out about you guys was, I was doing an iTunes search for Van Halen stuff. So I'm such a Van Halen fan. But I tell you what, man, it's hard to call myself a Van Halen fan now because I haven't even bought the new album yet. Because I saw the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, and David Lee like cut off his nose despite his face, and actually he probably sounded better with his nose messed up. But he just, you know, the band should make him go back and actually listen to the first 6 albums that they did with him so that he could learn to sing again. Because I don't think he's heard those in a long time, and now he's just you know, like I said before, he's trying to sing in that upper register and, you know, holler and scream, and he's not on time. And, you know, just like John Gatling was saying, when he really wants to, he can sound good. But if he would just, you know, that's what I would make him do. I would put in his contract, Dave, go back, put the headphones on, listen to the first 6 albums, practice to them, and let's try it again.
And you'd make him do that every single night right before the show, right?
I would, yeah. That should be part of his warm-up. That's a great idea. You know, and freaking throw down some brown M&Ms along the way, kind of, you know, keep the vocals, you know, chocolated up.
So you would just put the
vocals.
You'd put the smackdown on DLR then, huh?
Yeah. I mean, but I tell you what, not to sound like Eddie Trunk or anything, but there was a Van Halen forum back about 10 years ago that I was real active on, and maybe John Gatling was active on it. I wouldn't be surprised, but it was when I think one of Eddie's parents had died, either his father or his mom. I don't know which one at the time, but they were kind of inactive. But I got on there and I was like, come on, guys, get it together, bury the hatchet with Dave. You still got time, you know, put out another album and tour, but you don't really have to put out any new material. Just go back and get some of those demos. Like, you remember, like, Chris, you said you like to collect soundboard bootlegs?
Mm-hmm.
I love to, too. And I was on, I forget the name of the site. I think it was Guitars 101. And they had a Van Halen forum, like a Van Halen bootlegs forum.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had, like, other band bootlegs. And I was getting all kinds of good soundboard recordings. But they...
That's all right. We weren't listening anyway.
Yeah.
Well...
But they had those first demos that they did with Gene Simmons, I think. And rather than call it, they named it Van Halen Zero. Are you familiar with that at all?
Yeah, I actually have it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got a copy of it, too. And I love that stuff, like Put Out the Lights and Voodoo Child or Voodoo Queen was the name of it. That was like the early Mean Street. But I was in that forum, and I was like, you don't even have to write new music. Just go back to those things and freshen them up, you know. But I didn't mean for them to change the lyrics on them, because I liked them the way they were back in the day.
So basically, can we credit you with a different kind of truth and the fact that David rejoined the band then?
Yeah, so. Most of it. But, if he wouldn't have changed the lyrics... But I wish I could go back to that forum, because I took on the name VH Fan 81.
Oh,
my registered name on the forum. So that's when I got to be a fan of them.
I bet you VH Fan 82 was pissed.
Oh, shit. More pissed than anybody could be.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Beat him to the punch.
But,
damn it.
I know it. I know it. But, you know what? I bet that Eddie read it. Or not Eddie, I bet Wolfie read it. I was like, hey, Dad, come on. You know, here we go. This is a great idea. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's exactly how it happened.
Hey, I put money on it. I would.
Okay.
But
I didn't realize we were in the company of somebody so influential in the Van Halen world, but thanks for pointing that out. Got a different respect for you now.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. You know, it's mutual.
Excellent.
But that I wanted to let you all know I went to the Louder Than Life show, and they're going to have a second one coming up. And I was thinking about putting the invite out for maybe a possible CMS gathering of just, you know.
Well, why don't you go do that now since you got the air?
Okay, yeah. Hey, everybody out there that's listening, the next Louder Than Life show that's coming up in Louisville, come on down, you know. But
when is it?
I would love to see. It's probably sometime it was in September or October, I think, last year.
Well, keep us posted on that, because we might have to fuel up the corporate jet and make the flight down.
Hey, I'm good at keeping things posted, dude. I am the Psycho Postman.
It's true. Just as long as it doesn't get lost in the mail.
Well, but my only concern is I hope Zach Brown doesn't play, because if Tim James and John Rufo show up, just got to make sure they don't get too much of a contact buzz from the weed or drink too much, and then next thing you know, John's going to be balloon knotting Tim James and get me back in the groove.
Jesus.
Well, you got an active imagination as well. No wonder the Van Halens are paying attention to you.
Oh, shit.
Hey, it's it can't hurt. It can't do any harm.
True. All right, Psycho, we got to get Jack Blades on the phone here. So, I know Jack kind of takes a back seat to all this Van Halen stuff, but, sometimes we have to make an exception.
Understood. All right, fellas, good talking with you. Hail and kill, fuck you, pals, and hey, John!
And there goes the Psycho Postman.
Wow.
I didn't realize that our own CMS alumni here was responsible for A Different Kind of Truth and the David Lee Roth.
I had no idea. I must have missed the story where the Psycho Postman forced Van Halen back together.
I didn't realize that was going on, but since he does have the ear of Eddie, I think that Eddie will probably take him up on making David Lee Roth, listen to the old catalog before their next tour.
That's probably how it's going to happen.
Probably.
Next time we're hanging out backstage with Van Halen, we'll see David with an iPod on, listening to Fair Warning.
Exactly. All right. Well, Jack Blades is part of a new lineup with another good friend of the CMS, Doug Aldrich.
Yes.
Revolution Saints.
Yeah. Didn't we meet Dean, too? Wasn't Dean in, Leonard Skinner or something?
Well, he was. Yeah, he was in Leonard. Well, he still is.
Dean is still in Leonard Skinner?
Or no, not Leonard Skinner, but he's in Journey, right?
He's in Journey now, but I thought, that
was Cardelloni. Yeah, that was our friend. What was her name? Cardelloni. What was her first name?
That was your friend.
Yeah.
Weren't you banging her?
No.
Oh, I thought you were banging her.
Little Mike had a thing for her.
I don't know. I don't remember her first name.
But Michael Cardelloni is her cousin.
Oh, okay.
Her first cousin.
That's right.
So, yeah. So anyway, this is, I guess you want to call it a super group, perhaps.
Okay.
Perhaps, but
if you say so.
but I'm a big fan of Doug Aldrich.
Sure.
Yeah, he of course played with Dio and Whitesnake and Lion, and his resume is very long, as well as Jack Blades. So we're going to talk to them. So the new thing is called Revolution Saints.
Right.
And we're going to play a song here called Bone Stripper.
You know what that is?
What is it?
That is a unreleased Damn Yankees tune.
Wow.
Look at me digging deep.
All right. Well, maybe Jack will appreciate it.
Yeah, he might.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk to Jack Blades here, so stick around. So here it is. This is some rare Damn Yankees.
Yes.
Bone Stripper exclusively here
on your classic metal show.